our voices are going through now.
All right, buddy. Welcome to Daytona International Speedway, Daytona Beach, Florida. Here for round number 3 of the ITRL Superspeedway Series. Joined here tonight in the booth, myself, Josh Ball, Alex Little, Brandon Kloosterhoos. Here to bring you live 75 laps at Daytona. See if we can crown a number 3 winner of the season, or maybe it's going to be, somebody that's going back to back.
Yeah, let's talk about our 2 race winners so far this year. Oh, he's not on track yet. Never mind. So we do have 2 race winners this year so far. Race 1 was won by the number 33 machine of Josh Coley, and race number 2 was won by the 87 machine of Ray Rittenauer. Speaking of that, those 2 drivers are locked into the Superspeedway Series playoffs, as 10 drivers are locked in. Brendan, you want to go through the other 8 drivers who are locked in or have a chance currently?
Speaking of those top 10 drivers, currently the top 10 is led by Ray and then Josh, of course, your winners of the first 2 events of the season. And then we got John Garrett, Dustin Franklin, Sam Green, Matt Quick, Matthew Johansson, Dave Matson, Joseph Gregory, and Adam Schramm holding up the top 10, with Brandon Pomdrat and Matthew Kemp close behind.
Yeah, definitely a close race, being able to get into the championship race here in another 3 weeks. But I tell you what, it's not a surprise really to me, but Ray Rittenauer again taking the pole for the 3rd week in a row, just beating out Matt Quick. Those 2 guys are definitely 2 of the fastest guys we have on Superspeedway in the ITRL.
Now, you know, over the seasons that we've ran with these 2 guys, they always find a way to get up front and know teamwork better than anyone out here. Let's see if they're going to follow status quo today.
We mentioned the front row of today's race. Why don't we go ahead and talk about the other 9 rows of drivers we have here today?
Yeah, we're going to start row number 2. We got Manning Gregory. Along his outside, Matthew Kemp. So row number 3, Dustin Franklin. To his outside, number 32, Daniel Half.
In row number 4, we have the 43 machine of Kelvin Moser and the 09 machine of Dave Matson. In row number 5, we have the 29 of Elaine Hughes and the 9 machine of Adam Schramm. In row number 6, we have the 44 of Jace Moser and the 15 of Treston Ott.
Now, finishing off the field, we have the 66 of John Garrett. Beside him is Christian Delgado, and behind them is Josh Cully, and then Josh Cully will sadly finish out the field. Let's see if he'll go from back to front like he has many times before.
Well, that's where you're incorrect, because there's other drivers here in the field, Brandon.
Oh, well, I must have my standings wrong then.
The last qualifier who ran a time happens to be the 33 machine. Rounding out the rest of the field will be Brandon Hamatat, Sawyer Ott, and wrong button, and Justin B. White. So we got 75 laps. They're talking in race chat, and that's kind of distracting me, but anywho,
we're bringing it down here. Looks like the 87 Rittenauer and Matt Quick to his outside, getting ready to bring us to the green flag, and here we go.
Green, 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 green. Oh boy, let's see if we're gonna go 3 wide early like always.
Yeah, it looks like there was a bad start on the bottom there by the 29 Elaine Hughes. Got a little separated from the pack, starting to already go single file. A lot of people jumping on the bottom line.
Well, I think this thing is going to be... I think we're going to see side-by-side early on, but I think the goal is to get down to the bottom line and try to potentially save gas and extend that fuel run. I'm trying to think, a couple weeks ago when we did the first race, we had 50% fuel, and we were able to go roughly, 10... No, it was more than 10 laps. It was probably, 15, 16 laps on a fuel run. So with a 60% fuel, I think the goal is to try to limit this down to less stops than they need to make.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, they do have 4 sets of tires, but again, like you just said, probably the limit the time on pit road is the biggest thing here, as Ray right now still leads here on lap number 2.
Now, continuing the fray, we now are leading. Matt Quick slowly surging up on the high line here. Let's see if the high line can become dominant like it usually is here at Daytona. But, ooh,
Oh.
that looks like they got disconnected, and now we're going 3 wide.
Well, that might be Matt Quick's thing. Matt Quick seems like to hang out in the back. Same with Ray right now. They seem just like to hang out in the back, so they might just go ahead and say, let these guys go.
Yep, and just as you said that, it looks like the 87 and the 89 both going to the back. 87 on the bottom, 89 on the top. And then we got a new leader. It looks like it's the number 27, Amanda Gregory.
Now,
Oh, man, Manning Gregory coming up here to the front. Let's see how long he's going to hang on, as it looks like... Oh, I'm trying to see here who's in the 47. Dustin Franklin's pushing him. Looks like they have a tandem going here.
It looks like kind of sort of the outside lane's working here with the 43 machine and Kelvin Mazur. I mean, he has the help of the 45 machine of Matt Kempf. But it's gonna be one of those things. The outside lane is gonna be more dominant on the straightaways compared to the inside in the corners.
Now,
Oh, a little wiggly there. The 47 got into the 27 there on the back, pushing a little too hard. It's allowed the outside lane to catch up. They're still 2x2, 5 lanes deep.
as we have Kevin Mosier here up in the 43, leading the high line, being pushed by the 45 of Matthew Kemp. It looks like the high line's going to get some momentum, and maybe it's going to be a drag race for the lead here.
I like to go ahead and notate the 43 machine did not lead that lap that time by. It was 8/1000ths of a second at the line. Give it to the 27 machine. As they're still 2x2 going through turn 2.
They are. That outside has definitely got some power, though. Might be able to pass here. 45 looking to make it 3 wide.
Ooh, watch out.
Last lap, the entire field was just separated by 2 seconds.
Oh my gosh, there should have been a wreck on the back straightaway there. It looked like the 45 machine was trying to take it 3 wide, and everyone was all like, nah, let's relax. As you can see, that outside lane starting to lose some trucks here, coming to completion at lap number 4.
Yeah, it looked like everybody got a little stir happy there, got a little wild, but it looks like they're going to get reorganized and make another push here up in the high line.
So with this being the 3rd race, do you think people are starting to understand the Superspeedway series and how you pretty much should race it? Or you think they're still going to come out here and think, as the 47 jumps to the outside lane here?
Yeah, the outside lane definitely getting a push here, going down the... no, I almost up into the 43 there.
Well, I thought they were teammates.
I don't know if they're teammates or not. I think the 47 is not teammates with 09, but that 43 does.
I meant with the contact there with the Mosier and Matson.
Oh, well, yeah, they are teammates. Ooh.
But
Yeah,
going back,
Ooh, we have a car blinking back there. Couple vehicles blinking back there. Oh boy.
oh boy.
That's definitely going to cause some issues. Although still up front, Manning Gregory, that's probably the most I've actually seen him lead here in the ITRL. But good on him, we're lap number 6 here, working number 7, as Dustin Franklin looks to the outside to take the lead.
But here's the thing. I don't know if 3 truck. Well, he had a clear second there to attempt to go down. I don't think the outside lane with 3 trucks is going to be enough to get more than just a 47 clear.
Pushes ahead of the 27 and is going to lead this lap by ease.
Well, yeah, I'm saying it's not going to be enough for him to clear. Because most common courtesy thing to do is to make sure you get clear enough to have your pusher go down, as the 47 does take advantage and go down to that bottom lane.
What I'm seeing right now is it looks like the top 3 trucks in the bottom lane is sort of separate. Oh, here comes the 45 down. He wants to see if he can leave the outside to dry.
Yeah, it looks like the outside losing some people right now. Just Kelvin Mazur up there with John Garrett, number 48, Brandon Pamet. But
now, one thing I'm noticing right now is it looks like everybody's starting to calm down a bit and wanting to just ride in the line.
Well, if you want to talk about riding in the line, let's talk about our last couple trucks on the lead lap here. These guys seem to like riding in the line, but granted, they ain't as far back as they normally are. Quick, Rittenauer, and I think the 33 at Coley's back there. Also, the 2 machine at Justin B. White. They are only, let's see here, they're about
2.5 the last lap there.
They're 2.5 from the leader. They're probably from the last truck in the main pack, about 7/10 of a second off the main pack. So I mean, they're well clear if anything does happen in the main pack up front.
But you very well know with at least 3 of these 4 trucks, they're going to be there at the end. They always find a way.
Well, they most certainly always find a way. By the way, we do have a new leader, that '09 machine, Dave Matson.
Oh, as Dave Matson never stayed patient for long, he always is itching to get up in that front.
He goes by, and I think he leads his first lap of the race. And nope, that's the wrong driver. That's the one I want. Nope, wrong one. Yes, he has led his first lap as the 43 machine is challenging again on the outside.
Teammates going at it for the lead. He's getting a little loose there. It looks like the 48's a bit of an aggressive pusher, but he pushes him in front of the 09. New leader.
Ooh, that 48 seems to try to side draft that lead truck to keep up there. Does he attempt to think he had enough space to look down to get down to the bottom line? He doesn't.
No, but as we have the race for the lead, it looks like we have the race to get dead last as everybody is trying to drop back from the field.
Which is weird to see. I mean, the outside lane was working, but we are approaching that 10th lap of the run. Tires don't really matter in super speedway racing, but could some of these people be smelling that storm coming? Potential that first caution of the day?
Well, maybe that, or they're running the strategy that you were seeing there earlier, or predicting earlier, where everybody's trying to save a little fuel, see if they can maybe cut this one less stop.
By the way, you know those 4 we talked about earlier? They're only half a second now off the main pack. Granted, the main pack includes 14 trucks. Also, we do have one driver a lap down. Just to let you know.
As I say that, in classic fashion, nobody in the ITRL is patient for long. The 48's going for the lead.
Side by side, 4 rows deep. Was also shout out to number 29 of Elaine Hughes. She's sitting there. 9th place.
There we go. Go Elaine.
They're still side by side for the lead here.
But the 48 has cleared the 43. He is going to come down, take the lead. Here we go. Another lead change.
Well, now if I want to mention something, I know I have 89% sure that 47, that 66 are 2 teammates. And the one race I've done in this series, those 2 were the dominant trucks. They were the trucks that kept it out front all race long. So I think the moment those 2 get to the lead, I think we won't see a potential for another lead change besides green flag pit stops or something.
Well, as you said that, the 47 actually got the lap led. Way to go, Dustin. Lead changes all around today.
Getting a push from that 66 machine. That's a new look for John Garrett this week. He's normally seen in a Fort Worth screen printing truck, and instead he's in the RCR. I need to look this up real quick. I know he posted a picture of it.
Well, it sort of reminds me of the Me car from Talladega Nights. Beautiful looking truck today.
It looks to be a Rose City Racing number 66 Silverado, as, like I said, 1-2 that time by happened to be the 47 to 66 machine.
But that 43 and 09, they're not going to give up. They're always eager to lead laps and get to the front. They're going to see if they can get that high line started again.
Bobbing and weaving down the back straightaway. You think a single file line will be as straight as it can be, but it is iRacing. Not everyone, uses the same steering ratio and whatnot. So you're going to see that bobbing and weaving in. But it is now side by side for first and second. I don't think there's enough trucks on the outside lane for them to make a push for the lead here.
Gonna have to agree with you here, Alex. I don't think that 2-truck tandem on the top is gonna be able to get it done.
Now, if this was like 10 years ago when 2-car tango was a thing, as the 43 actually did get the lap led that time by. We're talking.
We're talking fractionals here, buddy.
Never mind. It was
thousandths of a second.
that was given to Dustin Franklin. My bad. By the way, there is a new fastest lap in the session that was ran on lap number 13 by the 27 machine of Manning Gregory at 48.61 that time by.
As these trucks start to get a little lighter on fuel, get the tires warmed up, they might get a little bit better of a split stream. We might see that be beat today.
I have no doubt it's going to be beat potentially later on. Right now, these guys are, playing the good old game of lifting and not running each other over.
Well, for us in the booth, it makes it a little bit slow for the chatter up here, as we only have a 2-truck tandem trying to go for the lead, but we'll make it entertaining. Don't worry, they're just trying to save the sheet metal for later, so they just wad them up bigger.
Oh, by the way, we are approaching our first, well, I would say first lap car. I think he's potentially going a second lap down. The 03 machine of Kevin Hash is potentially looking to go a second lap down here as he moves to the high line as the leaders come here. I believe
like
he started from the pit.
Champion might be down a cylinder or just out of the draft. I think he started from pit lane and it got him off on the wrong foot.
Yeah, he most certainly did start off from pit road. I do remember seeing him come off of pit road when they were completing lap number, I want to say it was lap number 2. So he now goes 2 laps down. The challenge of coming back to winning this race has gotten a little bit more tougher because of it.
Well, Kevin Hash is one of the best drivers in the ITRL. His stats speak for themselves. He might find a way to get back here, but if he goes a 3rd lap down, you might as well just say goodbye.
They're still trying to get that outside lane worked, but with currently the way it looks here, I mean, it's single file most of the way through the field. First truck in the outside lane is at 45 of Matt Kempf. You see also the 44s out there, but we're going to be looking at some train racing out here.
Well, I think they're just trying to take it easy. Do you know what the fuel window would be here today?
Why don't we go ahead and bring up our in-race reporter real quick and ask him.
Like we have a slow time in the race. I think this is a perfect moment.
All right, I will go ahead and bring him up here. Let's bring him on up. Trestonot, this is Alex Lowe up in the All Gas TV booth. We have a question for you.
What's that?
What is the fuel window?
We're coming up on it. We were kind of talking about it. Thinking within the next 3 to 4 laps, we're gonna run it dry. Just still calculating it.
So around 20 to 21 laps. That's exactly what I was ballparking it at. While we still got you up here, you are an in-race reporter. Currently running back in 13th place. What have you noticed so far through the first 17 laps in today's event?
A little bit of jostling and a lot of aggression, but so far, pretty impressed that everybody's kind of kept it together. There's a few good saves and been pretty good. Just trying to keep my stuff in one piece back here and save some fuel. But I got to get back. Got to talk about some strategies. So
yeah, we'll gladly move you.
To y'all in a little while.
We'll gladly move you back down with your teammates as you are approaching green flag pit stops. And
We'd like to thank Tristan Ott and the CNA Cattle Company Chevrolet. He's always a great sport coming in here mid-race.
Yeah, not everybody is, Ooh, the 27 machine just announced he's going down pit road. I think leading those first couple laps.
Too. Here we go. Green flag pit stops. Let's see if they're going to wad them up or get down safe. Let's hope they don't get those goodies scuffed up too much with the brakes.
Ooh, they say the top 3 spin.
60 miles an hour. Yeah, hopefully we'll get down to the 60 miles an hour coming into the pits. Otherwise, those black flags can definitely hinder you here at Daytona.
Yeah, it sounds like the whole entire field is coming down pit road. Take a look at the pin entry cam.
Ooh, locking them up. The 47, the 9, 44, and the 25, or 29, I mean, looked like they locked them up a little.
But it looks like a pretty clean entry. Nothing.
Nice good entry for the 48.
But we do have a new leader out front. That 89 machine of Matt Quick.
He just never seems to go away on these super speedways. I mean, him, Ray Rittenauer, Kevin Hash, they always seem to, lock together and figure out these, especially the fuel mileage. Last week, you guys weren't with us, but literally Matt Quick and Ray Rittenauer ran out on the last lap. Unfortunately, Quick didn't make it to the finish line, but Ray did, and he was able to squeak out the win.
So I don't know.
I want to say our last premier race, that's how it finished off. Around half the field ran out of fuel coming down to the line, and some guys played it right.
Yeah, it looks like they're all coming down pit road right now. The 89, 87 got the 94, 15, 33. It looks like they all got in their pit stalls good.
So could that lap be enough? Well, not really, because they took it 20 laps. That would currently put them at needing to make 3 stops to make it to the end. Everyone's making 3 stops to make it to the end. There's no way around it. So it's
Tristan Ott, our in-race reporter, he's having a rough stop, or did he take tires when the field did not?
Well, let's see. He spent 12.3 seconds in the box, so I don't know if there was something issue getting into the pit road, into his box, or
it looks like he had an issue getting into pit road, guys. He came down. Looks like he slid through his pit stall. Had to back up, unfortunately, and that definitely cost him a lot of time.
Oh no, that's gonna probably get him out of the draft. It's gonna be rough. He's gonna need a yellow definitely.
But it doesn't look good. But there is another truck back there within range he can tandem with. But like you said, he lost the main pack. He's quickly dropping like a rock in a 2-foot creek. It's not looking good for him. But
like
we still
have a backup front. Yeah, but back up front we have a new leader. The number 66 of John Garrett has taken over the lead here. We're single file through at least the top 7 to 8 right now.
Well, we're single file more than that. It's like the whole entire field.
The whole field's pretty much lined up, but I think they're going to try to get all grouped up here, and we might see a little bit more aggressive racing.
Well, let's take a look here. So that main pack, the first cars that came down pit road, your first through 5th place, kind of stayed the same when it came to pit road.
Yeah.
The guys who seemed to take the most advantage on that were the 89, 87, 33, because they were roughly about 2 seconds behind the leader. They're not part of the lead pack.
Oh, we got a caution on the front straightaway. It looks like the 29 and the 45 got together. Fortunately,
no.
Watching a replay
like,
here.
The 29 got up into the 45, possibly.
Oof.
Looks like, yeah.
Let's quickly pause this here and watch this from the far chase cam to see if this was potentially netcode. Nope, that is not. Well,
I'm seeing 2 trucks just get together. The 29 spins hard licked by that 45. I hope he's okay. It just, looks like 2 trucks getting together and going for a ride.
I'm gonna gladly stop this here at a point. Nope, that's not the point. There's like an inch in between there, so you could technically call that netcode.
Yeah, but when you got 2 trucks moving up and down, it's sometimes just accidents happen.
Well, they do have a quick fix. Their race is not over yet, but it's not good 23 laps in the race to use your quick fix.
No,
not at all. But hey, that's good luck for our in-race reporter there, Tristan Ott. It was about 15 seconds back at the time, running with Christian Delgado, and now they're able to get back up to the pack here. So that's going to be good for them.
Another person that's going to get a great break out of this is Kevin Hash. He was 2 laps down. He's going to get the lucky, get back to 1, see if he can get back on the lead lap and potentially win this.
So, Now here's a question: Is there? Are we gonna just give out waiver rounds, or are they gonna have to fight for those laps back? Trying to be the first car in the lead lap.
Well, they're definitely going to have to fight for him back. I mean, Kempf and it looks like Hash are the two. Hash should get the wave around here, which he did.
And it looked like
so he
Kemp-
was a lucky dog on that. Unfortunately, Kempf had to tow, it looks like, and he's currently still sitting in the pits.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to go 2 laps down at least, maybe 3.
Yeah, he's just officially gotten a third lap down.
Oh, he has got the car quick fixed. It looks like he's going to be out here only 2 laps down.
By the way, even though we're under caution, it does just look like it's a bunch of tire-only stops. With these times on pit road, the only person that potentially might have took any tires would have been that 94 machine as Sawyer Ott. He was 9.4 seconds in his box. Or that 33 machine, Josh Coley, he was on pit road for about 15 seconds there, so...
Yeah. So I think we're going to try to dip in, see if we can get a hold of the number 9 Toyota of Adam Schramm, see if what's going on with his race so far. And Adam, you got a copy?
I gotcha.
How's the Mobile One Toyota doing today?
Doing pretty good. Just trying to stay up there with the lead pack. Lost a little bit of ground there on the pit stop, but so far so good.
It seems like you've been running mid-pack, just trying to play things out. You have a strategy for the end of this, or you're just trying to avoid the carnage and see what happens here?
Just trying to avoid the carnage. Haven't really liked what I've been seeing up front. Just been taking a little bit too much risk for me at this point in the race, so just trying to ride it out, stay up with the lead pack as best I can.
All right.
Well, it looks like you're going to come in and top it up here, so I think we should give you a break here. But good luck to you, bud. I hope you get the win here.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
Can I go ahead and get a question before you leave?
Yes.
What'd you have for dinner?
Soup. Chicken soup.
Did it have noodles or no?
Yes, it did.
Good to know. We'll go ahead and move you back down to where we pulled you from originally. That was the 9 machine of Adam Schramm. He came down and topped off there. He's currently running P12. So do we start pulling out the old narrative cautions, precautions, or do we think it's just continuing to run single file from here on out?
Well, that's where I say I don't know. What do you think here? My expectation is the aggression has always been turned up to 11, and I don't think that's ever going to change. So,
Well, what do we got? About 50 laps left, Brandon. So I don't know. They were pretty tame, I think, through those first 20 some laps. I mean, we had green flag pit stops.
I'm really.
Although again, now we're going to be back, double file, so it definitely could change. Definitely a couple of different people up at the front. Brandon, Matt going to start on the outside of road number 2, and Christian Delgado, in P5. So who knows? I mean,
Well, the outside lane's going to be really at a disadvantage here, as a lot of guys did choose to come and top off. That inside line's pretty much, going to be the preferred line, as it now looks to be 4 trucks in the outside lane. As the pace car does make that hard left-hand turn down pit road, it'll be John Garrett, Brandon Pamitat, leading him here on the restart.
that's right. It looks like the bottom did get a pretty good jump there, just like you said. Starting to get lined up, but the 09 is getting to the back of that 48 quicker. They're going to take the lead going in here into 1.
now it looks like we're going to have 4 trucks stuck on the outside here. We're going to see if Brandon Promenade can get the push from Missouri and potentially take the lead away from John Garrett here.
I mean, he's clear if he wants to go down. It's all up if he wants. Ooh.
Oh, look at that. Oh, man.
They
Madsen's.
both had a chance. I mean, I think the 48 should have definitely went with him. I don't know about that.
Well, I've been talking about it all race. If Dave can sniff that lead, he's going to take it. And right there just showed it.
Was it that, or he decided to take the run he got from, being behind the 48 and just say screw it and just go to the inside lane?
No, man, you got to pat them stats, get them laps led.
By the way, let's take a look at how many laps he's led today. That's his 2nd lap led today.
It looks
See,
like all
exactly.
the outside's coming back, though. I mean, here comes the 47 and 48. 45, he's a lap down, but Kemp was able to take that quicker pair, and he's already trying to get his lap back the hard way.
Yeah, if he can do that, he can save himself a lot of time. Potentially, well, he wouldn't get the lucky dog this time because Kevin Hash is in the holder of that spot, but it would definitely be a huge gain.
I was gonna say something, but now I forgot.
Well,
The
that's all right,
outside's
little
definitely
buddy. We'll
fizzling,
pick you
though.
up.
Yeah. Outside fizzling, but like you said earlier, Brandon, that 09, he does not want to stay in second place. He wants to go back to the lead as he goes back to the outside going into 1.
I feel like
No,
they're
my experience running with Dave is if he can lead the most laps, he's going to show that he's going to be the dominant force here today.
no before they came across the line. I felt like the outside lane was more formed with those 3 trucks in the inside lane, which is weird. As that 47
Hey, he wants that.
Well, I think the 66 and 47 are teammates, and so I think that was probably the biggest part of that move. He jumped out from behind that 09, and now they're actually lined up pretty good there on the bottom. Actually, as well as the 48, I didn't even see him, but all of those 3 guys are Fort Worth Esports, and now they're 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, now we have M&M Sports behind them in a train. Oh, the 45's actually going to break up that train a bit.
Well, if I was a 003 and at 33, I'd be looking for a spot to get down. This isn't real life where you're looking for a spot to move up to the top lane. It's find a spot in the bottom lane. And
Well, I think everything right now is just people being patient.
Well, right, we're approaching 45 laps to go, coming by the line next time by. Except that lap machine of Kemp is all like, I have nothing better to race for. Let me pass.
It was a little close to Dave. I'm sure he didn't appreciate that, but looks like the 27 is going to try to push that 45 up there to get that lap back as we're coming to the lap number 31.
Oh, man, that's what he needs. Here we go. Tandem drafting. Get that high line working. The 09's going to sniff up there.
Now, the dream scenario here is to get past that leader and the caution to come out immediately for Kemp.
Well,
Caution come out and... Ooh.
Yeah, he'll get that lap back, and he'll be just golden. Maybe a wave around, and then he'll just be living on a pot of gold.
That's the best case scenario here. It's still only, well, I now can say 3 trucks because the 33 machine Josh Coley has entered the chat.
Well, what I like about that 45 up there is it looks like he's going to force the high line to work, and some guys are just going to get sick of running in a line, and they're going to go up there and make it exciting for us.
Again,
it's going to be hard to pass those top 3, though. I mean, like we said, they're all the same teammates, so I don't feel like at the middle of this race they're going to jump out and try to pass each other.
Well, if enough trucks get into that outside lane, and way it's spreading out, I mean, taking a look, it's pretty much, it's 6 trucks, 2 rows deep, and if there's enough trucks that get into the outside lane, the outside lane will get by those 3. There's a way for them to maneuver past them 3, but the numbers have to be towards the outside lane.
Oh, I think we have a 3v3 rivalry here of MVM Motorsports and Fort Worth Racing.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. As we alluded to earlier, before the broadcast started, that looks like John Garrett may have taken himself and made his own team. So M&M, which is his former team, now trailing all of his new 3 teammates. So I'm sure the 09's a little salty, maybe the 44 and 43 as well. So it should be interesting if they can all get up there side by side.
Well, unfortunately, I think that goal of Kemp's of trying to get that lap back the hard way has now deteriorated, as it's literally just the only 2 trucks in the outside lane are him and Gregory.
I just think it's one of those things that they're going to keep trying to leapfrog. Some people are going to stay there, and then you're going to see some people get tired of it, and they're going to try to make a run. So right now is a slow time, but it might pick up here in a couple laps.
Yeah, looking on back, though, I mean, it's pretty much, they're the only 2 on the outside, a single file all the way back from them, all the way to 19th position. Sorry, that is actually 18th position of Kevin Hash. they're pretty much all just riding. I mean, there's plenty of laps still to go. There's a couple more green flag stops. Yeah, all of the trucks are within 2 seconds of each other, and they're kind of just waiting.
Now,
Yeah, I think it's following the same ebb and flow as the last run. First 10 laps, they were a little giddy, and now they're just waiting it out to that pit stop.
Now, this would technically be the point of like an actual NASCAR race for how to get that quick power nap in at a Superspeedway, because let's be honest, train racing isn't the best racing, as the 09 machine of Matson hops to the outside lane here trying to take advantage of the 45 wanting to race.
Well, that's why, I'm a true believer that I do love having the race run all the way throughout, but stages are nice to give me a good bathroom break and grab a snack and maybe a beer.
Yeah, but unfortunately you can't do that while you're in the truck. So I mean, it's usually hard for us, normally being in the truck or car ourselves, to get in there because we'll take a pit, and at the stage you can't really get up and go to the bathroom unless yours is in your chair. But I don't know. That would be awesome to me.
I don't know if you've heard of Klooster catheters before here, Mr. Ball.
I thought we said no free advertisement. We're here for sponsorship.
It's not an advertisement, it's tools of the job,
You're not really missing anything. It's single file, technically first through 17th. That truck you see on the outside lane here is 19th place of Matt Kemp.
He's the little tank engine that could up there. He's just trying.
But the main issue is he's using more fuel.
He doesn't care. He wants that lap back.
But
I
it
think
could
that's
be
the biggest strategy of these guys right now are quick in the back is, you can run half throttle, sometimes even a quarter throttle down some of the straightaways and turns when you're riding in the back. But, somebody like the 48, 66, 47, they're pretty much full throttle the whole time. So like we saw, with the first green flag stop, those guys came in first, but then the 87, 89, 15 all were able to come in a lap later. So it'd be interesting to see how the race works out if it continues to stay green, if these guys are able to, maybe take one less stop than the rest of the field.
well, I think
with that caution flag, it might help them a bit. I'm not sure if it's enough, but I think people are going to be close and they're going to try it.
well, if they were really trying to save here, the three cars, if everyone wants to stick true to running single file throughout the whole field, the first three cars can dictate the speed everyone's running. If they really wanted to, that 48 machine could be running at 175 all the way around the track, and if everyone wants to stay single file with them, he'd be running 170 a little slower.
Should we get a full live tracking of throttle mapping from our in-race reporter?
I mean, it has been 20-ish laps since we've last talked to him. I mean, that's up to you guys.
Oh, well, let's go ahead and we'll check in with Tristan Ott. See how Tristan's doing here in the draft. I know currently you're sitting in the number 14th position there, riding behind your brother Sawyer Ott. How's the, actually, sorry, not behind Sawyer, behind Ray right now. But how's it going out there?
Oh, it's going good, man. It's just, I think everybody's starting to figure out that we still got a long way to go. I don't know, what is that? 37 laps. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah, just coming across the line
everybody's trying to
halfway.
save and stretch the fuel as much as we can, and just still too early to tear a bunch of equipment up.
Well, we were having a discussion up here about throttle map, and how hard are you pushing on throttle right now? How far do you think you can take this fuel run?
I don't know. I'm probably not doing the best saving right now. I'm just kind of cruising. I'd say another 6 or 7 laps on the safe side.
Well, I think we've bothered
man.
you enough for this time around. We'll go ahead and send you back down there so you can, talk strategy with your teammates.
Yep, appreciate it. Y'all have fun watching.
That was a 15 machine and Tristan Otter in-race reporter. By the way, he's currently down 2 spots from where he started.
Yeah, but that that doesn't mean anything here at Daytona, especially like he said, everybody's just riding. Eventually we're gonna get 2 wide, and then we may get 3 wide. The last time we were here, we were 4 wide, and that ended up in a big mess. So, but there's plenty of race left for that to happen.
Well, as you can tell, it's the JCOM cars are just running together right now. I think a lot of teams are sort of just packing up and trying to get here to the end.
Yeah, like you said, I think everybody's pretty much teamed up. I mean, you said the first three are all on the same team, and then Dave, Jason, Kelvin are all together, and then you got the Ott brothers and Ray Rittenauer, JCOM. Then you got Rebel Racing, Schramm, Half, and White. So I mean, like they're all together. So they must all be strategizing and figuring out what they need to do to get to the front later.
Well,
Well-
and that's going to be the big key here is to get onto pit lane and try to stay up. As you could tell, the last line of pit stops or pit race reporter, as long as Justin White weren't able to stay up with the pack, and they were sort of saved by that yellow. So let's see if those guys can smooth that up a bit and the field can stay together here.
So, while we're running nose to tail, let's go ahead and, mention a couple of people in chat. I like to, look at chat every once in a while. And the first person we like to mention is the Josh Culley fan club. We've seen him every single Iron Thunder Racing League race, shouting out their guy, Josh Culley. Give me a quick update on him. He's fourth.
It's pretty good. I mean, he's already won a race this season, and just running in P4, just kind of just riding. He's probably going to try to get another win here tonight, but at this point, I would be doing the same thing as him, just riding, waiting for next green flag stop, and try not to get my nose into too much.
Well, that's the one thing I find about Cully is he'll purposely start in the back, sort of play out how the field's running, and then if it's the right conditions, he's going to be right up there. And it looks like he's making a pit stop right now.
Well, yeah,
Surprise.
that looks
There's
to
actually a bunch
be.
of them: 33, 89, 94, 87, and 15, all coming down. I guess this is their strategy. As long as Kevin Hash, they're all came down pit road here. Maybe they're doing a short pit. Maybe they've figured out how much they need to go to the end.
I think, yeah, they might have the strategy. They know it's going to be at least 2 stops anyway, so they're probably going to try to get the jump here on the pack that stayed out and hopefully be a couple seconds ahead and catch these guys off foot.
Well, the last stint they ran, most of them ran between 16 to 18 laps. So I mean, we're approaching, fuel window. So it's within their fuel window.
I think the biggest thing is that, coming off of the last green flag pit stop, so 48, 66, and 47 all pitted together early, a lap before everybody else, and they were able to get back in line. And then when the other guys came in,
That's when we saw the caution
together, and they were able to get back in front right away. So maybe that's what these guys, Sawyer, Tristan, were thinking. Let's pit, get in line, because they're all bumper to bumper right now on the coming into the front stretch.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be a planned call here. Those guys, well, you need to remember who's in that group too. Matt Quick and Ray Rittenauer. Those two always know how to be up front at the end of these races and sometimes pull a fast one on the whole field.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's 6 of them nose to tail, and I mean that's more than it's pretty much the same as the front pack. If you're getting together, running nose to tail, I mean, there is 8 of them currently that are perfectly in line, and 4 straggling back in the front pack, still landed by Brandon, followed by John Garrett and Dustin Franklin. But if you're on point, they're 37 seconds back right now. As it looks like we're gonna have some more people come down pit road here. We got the 44 announcing and 27 as well.
Nope, I don't want to pin that message. I want to report that message.
Yeah, we got a bunch of people coming down here. It looks like 45, 29.
Yeah, here we go.
I think it's the whole rest of the field
47.
here.
Pretty much everybody else. The only people that are staying out looks like
coming in.
Oh!
Rebel Racing. Oh,
No, Elaine, no!
Oh no, not the 29. That's the second time tonight she's gotten problems. I think there's a banana patch right with her name on it, right in that section of the track today.
Let's go ahead and get a replay.
looks like she barely just gets in the back of the 27 man in Gregory, but he is luckily able to still keep going.
It looked
Let's
like
just hope-
either she entered too hard or he checked up too quick.
Well, it's the big fear that we were having today as we look at the leaders come off pit lane, but the second pack is steaming here. Let's see how far ahead they could get.
Yeah,
Last
it looks
three-
like your leader's coming down pit road right now. Number 9, 32, and 2 are the last ones coming on a pit road. They all get in safely, but like you said, I'm pretty sure that second pack is going to come by all these guys.
Oh yeah, they're gonna
I'm
leapfrog
talking
them.
about the theoretical race for the lead here when pit stop's clear, but it looks like the final guys are coming onto pit lane for their pit stop. Let's see how the 9 and 32 do here. Looks like a good 2-tire stop for the 9. Looks like the 32 is fuel only. Here they go.
So I'd like to mention here the first 6 trucks that came down pit road, they came from running, let's say, trying to do my math real quick, 12th to 18th, now being 1st through 6th.
Yeah, they made up time, and now they're going by the leaders that just came in, 32 and the 9 and the 2. They're going to be well off the pace. These guys up front, they, like we said, they may have had a plan. They always do. And it's certainly paying off right now as they've even gapped the previous leaders of 66, 09, and 48.
Oh, it's just time and time again. They just figure it out. Them two just know the strategy anytime we come to these super speedways and just master it. But it looks like the 09, 66, and 48 are not out of the woods. It looks like that second group's going to catch up here. It's going to be a battle. Here comes the 09 on the outside.
Ooh, we now have some racing going here. We went 48 laps with, cool, calm, quiet racing. They're now trying to take the 3-car tango and go to the front here. But
Yeah, I mean, we only got one more pit stop left, and I think these guys realized, hey, they were way behind when they came in. We need to get past them if we can because they cooked us out of the pits.
Well, they might have another strategy too here. They can run it hard. These guys, the 89, 87, 94, might have to save maybe a lap to make it.
well, they did pit a lap ahead of them, or a couple laps ahead of them. So they do have that.
Yeah.
They have that window of they can pit earlier and get this lead they got again. But this time they need to race harder. Clearly, these 3 on the outside lane want it more than the 7 on the inside lane. I mean, it's clearly shown that they want it more, but
Well, yeah, this teamwork on the high line is just mesmerizing. We have 3 trucks in tandem just dominating, but the 89 and 87 are just putting up quite the fight on the bottom here.
by the
Yeah,
way,
it looks like the field's really broken up now. I don't know if you guys are able to see this, but it looks like the top 8 are pretty much, up here battling with each other. But then starting after that, there's almost a 5-second gap back to the 10th place truck of Daniel Half, Adam Schramm, and Justin White. And then another huge gap back to another pack of 5.
Yeah, we got Chris
maybe
and
just different
Delgado.
paddistries, yeah.
Yeah, it also just seems like these guys just didn't get on the pit lane as well. And yeah, looking at Dan Half and that, didn't they pit the last group
Yeah.
in?
yep, they were the last 3 trucks to come in.
It's definitely not over, though. I mean, there's going to be a wreck. We're here at Daytona. I mean, we're double wide now. We weren't really doing this much all race, so.
Oh no, all the chips are on the table right now, and I think the top teams are trying to show dominance here heading into the last stop.
We
Even
are
Josh
coming.
Cully's looking to go 3 wide up here on the outside. He doesn't have any help, so I don't know how much how well it's gonna go. But
Don't matter to me. I need the excitement, baby. I love it.
I think he was more along the lines just trying to make sure he's the last truck in the outside lane. By the way, we
It
have
could be,
approached
could be.
25 laps to go.
Maybe he's just seeing how big the gap he needs to shoot the gap and take the lead here.
But the issue is you can do the 3 wide all you want. You need to have other trucks to go out there with you. With there only being 9 trucks in this main pack, one of them being a lap down, you don't have the numbers with you to go up to the top lane and make it work.
Give him 20 laps. You'll find out.
Well, we give them 20 laps and they'll be coming back down pit road.
I think you're going to start seeing people here in the next 5 to 10 laps, especially that group that went in first. They're definitely gonna. Looks like the 09's gonna possibly take the lead that lap, but yeah, just shy of it. But those guys probably gonna look to be coming in here soon, so that they can, they're playing on green flags. So.
Oh, definitely, and that's the thing that always bothers me about this. These guys should all group up together, and that's their really only hope of trying to catch this top pack.
Well, this is definitely going to spice some things up here. Matson now able to go around the 87 and 89. That whole team is now split up by the leader. So.
Oh, we got a JCOM M&M sandwich here. Oh, it looks like Fort Worth too. It's just a mad scramble. I think each guy is just trying to get the lead before that final stop, because it's going to be a splash and go.
Oh yeah, and pretty much all these guys still have the fast repair. I think the only ones that use them maybe were the 45 and the 29. So all these guys here, definitely have. You try not to use it if you don't have to, but at this point, we're getting close to the end. We need to get up to the lead. It's coming time to do some racing.
Well, the thing that I love about this is the guys that we've been talking about all race, they're still here at the end, and they're the ones fighting it out. Looks like we're going to get the cream of the crop here.
I do want to mention we are approaching lap traffic.
Now, Alex, if you can run back on the stat thing for me, how many laps does Dave Matson have now?
Thanks for asking. 7.
Yeah, it looks like they're about to go 3 wide here, coming to lap track with the 29 on Elaine Hughes. She's going to be on the outside as they go into turn 3, I'm pretty sure.
Well, they're going to potentially use the lap car as a pick here because get that run, and that's what they did.
There we go. The 48.66 got the lead, but that leaves Mosier left out to dry.
Yeah, unfortunately, he was the odd man out there. 89 not so happy there on the radio with the 09. I think he may have let the 48 and 66 get in front of him.
Oh.
I mean, we are talking about former teammates here, so I mean,
getting spicy.
Conspiracy theories could start formulating here.
Well, I was gonna say that's the saddest Hooters truck I've ever seen, all alone up on the high side, but looks like John Garrett's come up to try to be a friend here.
Unless he's trying to save fuel so he can put less fuel in the truck.
Yeah, we're definitely getting down to it, though. I'd expect to see a couple cars maybe start to peel off here in the next few laps.
Yeah, I'd say within the next 2 laps, we should be seeing some potential of drivers who want to take that risk and see if they can run the next 18 laps.
JCOM Ott brothers here getting on the outside with M&M.
Oh, here comes Mac.
Ooh, everyone's getting into the outside lane. Ooh.
Nope, he second thought of it. Here comes that 09. What did I tell you, Matson? All race, he wants that lead.
Trying to spice things up here. 3 cars in the outside lane.
We haven't talked about him that much, but that 48's been pretty dominant today, too.
Oh.
Yeah, as well as the 94. We haven't talked about that McDonald's F-150 entry.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, we haven't talked about Sawyer Ott. His first race in the ITRL Superspeedway Series this week. And he's already making an impact up there in 4th right now, getting ready to get this final stage,
Well, he's pushing that 09 to the lead here. We know what you're saying, buddy.
That final stint. The calm before the storm.
I don't know much. We're going to have much calm left. I'm pretty sure these guys are definitely racing harder than they have all race.
Yeah, I think the give is all but gone here.
Yeah, especially there's, what'd you guys say, 10 trucks here?
Well, look at the little dance here for the lead, 48 to the high side.
Yeah, there's 9 cars on line trucks on the lead lap, plus the lap down truck of Kevin Hash here in this main pack.
Well, there we go. 48 to the lead, 09 stuck to the high side, but here comes that 43.
He's going to take this run, but it's not going to be enough for a run. Ooh, there's that pit stop.
89, 15, 94, 87, 33.
The bluff has happened.
Right in, barely inside the fuel window. They did what we all we're thinking were going to happen here.
Yep, they timed it perfect.
As long as they all get in their pits fine, it looks like most of them did. It's going to be really on the guys up in front now to see if they come in right away, because they were spread out, so they're losing time every lap.
But
Oh,
here's the
yeah,
issue.
this
There's
is the big
4
problem.
trucks compared to 7. They're currently outnumbered in this run. I mean, it's helping that they're putting a disc in them.
Yeah, it looks like they got out pretty well. Tristan Ott will be leading that pack that just pitted.
It seems like the front
It
4 are
looks
going
like
to come
they're
down
all
pit
coming.
road.
Here we go.
43, 09, 66, and 0.
Now the
Sorry,
dance
44.
begins.
All down pit road. And now, honestly, those guys way further back there's a big group of them. There's 8 of them in a line now.
Yeah,
Word.
they're just going to run it dry here, run another 10 laps, hope maybe something happens.
Now, I wouldn't really say they're in a single file line. I mean,
No, they've been dancing all day.
Yeah. They've been racing, but I mean, taking over the lead is going to be that 003 Christian Delgado.
Isn't
Him in
this his
line.
first career race?
This is his first race here in the ITRL. Yep, and he's leading his first laps. So
well, he technically
you go.
hasn't led a lap yet. He did not get credit for leading the lap by.
Well,
Oh,
if he
yeah.
keeps up at this pace, he's going to be leading this next one, so we're not going to worry about that.
You're right, because the 27 does not have a run on the outside lane
Well,
with
I was
anyone.
going to say, Manning Gregory here is trying to stop him with everything he's got, but he's a lone duck in that Gould Pumps Chevrolet.
So now here's the question, all right? So you can go about 18 to 20 laps on a fuel run. Do these guys take the chance and run the next... Oh, they're wrecking!
Oh, big crash! Oh, 47 upside down! Holy moly! Oh my gosh!
Dustin Blankenman with the blowover. Oh, man.
Boys, the storm is brewing.
Oh, the storm has happened.
Let's go ahead and get ourselves a replay of that.
That was some excitement right there.
Watching the replay here, they're discussing it in race chat, seeing what exactly happened. 45 outside. Now, that's an interesting one.
Well, it looks like from the angle I'm watching it at that he just clipped the 47 and
I think that's more of a racing deal. They met at the same spot.
I don't know if clipping a guy's quarter panel in the middle of a straightaway is sort of a racing deal.
But I mean, you can clearly see. I mean, the 45 goes to the outside. The 47 doesn't really move up. They just meet the same point. To me, it doesn't look like it's. You can really blame anyone there.
Well, what's going to make it really rough for the 47 here is the 45 was already 2 laps down.
Right, and it doesn't help that you're getting wrecked by a lap truck. So
it's just a rough deal, but I believe the 47 still has a quick fix, so he can get back in this. It's really rough for that 45. He's pretty much done.
well, this is gonna make it interesting. We're gonna be approaching 15 laps to go this time. Currently on 15 laps to go. Your front 5-6 car trucks have not pit, so they're gonna come down pit road.
You would think.
Yeah, this is a big break, though. I mean, all those guys that were just 15 seconds back that stayed out. Good for them, so they didn't, fall a lap down. They were able to actually get this caution, and now gonna be right up with the lead.
But they also had an opportunity to take less fuel, as all the trucks who did just pit decided to stay out.
Oh, well, there's a couple of them. It looks like Matt's in the 43 and the 33 also came down.
Yeah,
And they
send
were
it
a
back
part of
to
this-
top up. Maybe use some of those goodies that are sitting in there. You're already paid for them, right?
And at this point, you can come get tires and not have to worry about the time. I mean, a little bit more grip here for the last 20 laps, not even. What do we got? 13 laps to go.
Oh, I think we're entering the jungle.
I'm smelling something cooking here. we could be seeing cautions.
Oh yeah, this is cautions breed cautions definitely here at the end, and looks like John Garrett is going to inherit the lead once we sort everything out here on pit road and get back ready to go racing. But you know, those guys, Fort Worth Esports, you know, they're going to be, looks like probably 1, 2, 3. Actually, sorry, just 1, 2, and then Tristan Ott's going to be number 3. But while we're on break, let's check in with the number 94 of Sawyer Ott, see how he's handling this race here. Bring him up. That caution there definitely not very good timely for some of the guys.
No, Josh, I wish we could at least got another lap out of that, but you know, it is what it is. It's part of it. Caution came out, and we'll just re-rack them here. And got 12 laps, I think. You know, shootout for the win. So we'll just go for it and see what happens. Still got a quick fix in the bank. I think everybody pretty much does, so it'll be interesting.
You saying the aggression level is going to go from a 1 to a 10?
Yeah. I think it's been super relaxed all race. Everybody's just been content to ride single file, and just to get to this point. Now we're here at the end of the race. Like I said, 12 to go. It's not a lot of time, especially if we get some cautions. So if you're in the back, you're definitely going to push to get to the front here.
Now, this is more of a personal question. How's it feel driving that good old 94?
It feels great, man. I figured you would recognize that. Give a shout out to the great Bill Elliott. Just love this game and saw it on Trade Paint, so figured why not stray away from the 35 for a race and see if we can put in victory lane for McDonald's.
Well, you make me a jealous man because I could never do it in the 94, so go get her done.
We'll see what we can do. I'm happy to have Tristan and Ray and working with Quick here, so some teammates. We'll see if we can gang up on John Garrett and some of these rookies out here.
Well, it looks like Scooby-Doo and the gang sort of got your plan there. You had the field snookered there at the end, but...
Yeah, I mean, Quick and Rittenauer know how to strategize these races, so I told Tristan I'm going to do whatever they do. And it's gotten us to this point, so we'll got track position. Just need to get 2 more spots and see if we can pull off the win.
All right,
sir. Well, good luck here, and we'll let you get back down there and get ready to go green.
Thanks, guys.
that was the 94 machine of Sawyer Ott. He'll be restarting 4th here on this restart.
Yeah, he's in prime position. I mean, he's got all his teammates around him, so.
Speaking of restarts, let's get a restart going here. Green, 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 green.
Coming to the line, this should bring us to 12 laps to go.
Oh,
12 laps
man.
to go. Outside is way separated.
Now the fun has begun. I don't know if we're going to see a lot of single file here. I think the only single file is to set up a run to go high or low.
Well, you can only see that the trucks that we were, just talking about working together all race long, they're forming on the outside lane here with that 48 machine.
Well, it looks like Sawyer Ott here is pushing the 48, but never mind. We want to go maybe 3 wide here. Ooh, we're pushing.
It's going to be 3 wide here before long. I'm pretty sure, like we said, cautions re cautions, but 94 leading the outside, 48 going to lead this lap, but who knows when we come back around.
I wouldn't say he's going to lead this lap just quite yet. That 94 is going to get that run off the corner.
The 48 just got him.
0.007.
There you go. 94, though, looks like he's going to get the run. Let's see if he breaks away from the 89. Nope.
Stacking up the outside a little bit. Still 2 by 2. Looks like we're going 5, 6, 7 rows deep. Oh, a little bit of checkup on the outside. Maybe 3 wide.
Can't do that, boys.
Well, they can do it. It's go time.
Oh, the 03's around.
We should stay green.
03.
We're gonna stay green.
Yeah,
that's not enough.
He fixed it. Looks like a couple cars got stacked up, but
They're trying to get a caution called here, but it's only a 1-truck wreck. 10 laps to go this time by.
Man, oh man. Well, the action is still heated up here. Looks like we have, what is this? Yeah, 10-truck breakaway for the lead.
Yeah,
we'll see.
It really did screw over that second pack, though. I mean,
yeah,
11 trucks.
Right. Well, I was going to say, Justin White looks to be the last truck that can maybe stick to this lead pack. Can Cully, Mazier, Schramm, Franklin get together enough to get back up here? Who knows?
Oh, they're already getting a little heated. People saying, thanks for staying on the outside, not staying with me, blah, blah, blah. We're coming to 10 to go.
We're actually coming to
friendships are out the
9 to
window.
go this
Everybody's
time by.
looking for Macho 1 here.
You know, this is where the pushing starts to get a little bit more aggressive. Wrecks do happen from those pushes. I mean, you know,
Well, didn't we just see it? So,
it's not a cool enough wreck. I mean, we're talking
Oh,
about a
no.
wreck to, you know, be replay worthy.
well, we don't really want to see carnage. We want to see 3 wide runs to the end here. But if we get something exciting, we'll take it.
I wouldn't bet out that outside line. 89, 87 are hooked up, and the teammates 48 and 66 on the bottom behind Sawyer should be interested in here as there's still 2x2 side by side coming to 8 to go.
Woo-wee.
8
Now,
laps to
The
go.
one thing I want to see here, these guys pushing in the second lanes, if they stick hooked up for too long, is one of them going to blow their engine?
You're worrying about oil temp right now, but you're not worrying about it enough to say, hey, we need a lift. You
Yeah, I
can
mean-
you can let go until you feel like it's about to blow, but you're currently worrying about getting that truck clear in the inside lane.
You
I
know-
think the 87's hot because he's letting off before they get to the end of the straightaways. And
We're looking 3 wide here.
I mean, you're
Never
looking
mind.
at what 76 degrees currently on the temp, so and 104 on the track. They're definitely probably getting pretty hot.
Believe me, I've been in a lot of these battles late in these races. You got one guy that just isn't paying attention to his water gauge, blows it up. It's an easy 10-car wreck here.
Well, it's really easy not to look at your water gauge. Let's just look at what Clint Boyer did in the iRacing Pro Invitationals.
Well, it's
He
just a
prime
problem,
example,
it's
yeah.
A giant red flashing gauge.
We're now coming to start lap number 69, by the way, which is nice. Still side by side. Well, it'll be 4 roads
Currently on
deep.
lap 69, and I think unless there's another caution, I mean, it's going to be one of these top 11. Unfortunately, that second pack is they're single file, but they've fallen a couple seconds behind. Justin White, last one in this front.
Oh!
There we go!
No!
Around,
One shove
no!
or tug her way through lap 69, and the 94's around.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be enough to bring out a caution unless he comes back across the track, which he did. Time for a good old replay to see what happened.
Aye.
I was trying to throw it.
Well, here's...
Unfortunately, it happened at that time.
So you know how I said earlier, you know, you get a little bit more aggressive when you push here later in the runs?
Is that what happened? That looks like that's what happened.
It's exactly what happened.
You know, it's a problem we see over and over in these super speedways is that
Oh!
third car trying to be too much of a help.
Who did he get hit by?
Looks like he ran into the 43 of Kelvin Mazer. He's got a pretty blown motor as he's still limping around, but you know, he's definitely got some left here.
Now, here's my question. Where in the world does that lead to motor damage? I mean, I guess you're hitting him at 183 miles an hour. But, like, enough to blow the motor?
Well, it's just a crappy deal. When you hit at that angle, you never know. Maybe the tire drove right through the rad.
Fair enough.
But you're right. Improvements can always be made in the iRacing, but we love what we got.
Ooh, that's not what you want to hear. Someone got their lucky dog taken away? Oh, boy. So we're now approaching that territory where overtime becomes a thing. Currently got 5 laps to go. Are
So
we?
I think we're gonna dip down one more time in, check with our in-race reporter Tristan Knott. We're gonna bring him up here into the booth one more time. You know, we got about 4 to 5 laps to go. Probably be less than that when we go back green. Tristan riding in P number 6 right now. How's it looking?
Oh, it's a traffic jam. I'll tell you that much. I was just trying to find any way to get to the front there. You know, trying to figure out which line was gonna go. Couldn't really get anywhere, but it's definitely go time. You know, everybody's trying to get to first place right now, so it's gonna be hectic.
Well, I just seen a lot of pushing and shoving. How does it feel being in the middle of that pack?
You're just waiting. You're watching the pushes. You're watching who's getting pushed and where, and we're trying to, and just expect the unexpected or expect the expected. Is the case the last time. You know, last caution I saw that one coming, but just trying to keep you on your toes, I guess.
I was gonna say you definitely sound tense at the moment. You got looks like either a green white checkered or a couple laps to go here. Just stay calm, fight your way through, and get yourself a win, man.
Yep, that's the goal. It's checkers or wreckers. We're gonna put it all out there. So we'll have fun.
All right, Tristan. Well, thanks for joining us again here. We'll let you go back to your channels. Hopefully, get any more stuff going on. But we're going to talk one more person. We'll bring Dave Matson up into the booth here. And running P2, what do you got for us? I mean,
Well, I mean, we got a good truck. I mean, it's quick, but here at Daytona or any of the super speedways, you got to have a friend. So if we have someone who can help us push, we've got a chance.
Well, one thing I've noticed this whole race, Dave, is the second you can get that lead, you're going to take it and lead this race and show everyone here who's boss. So I've really liked that out of you. Made you one of the favorites today.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we just took our time today and just tried to stay out of trouble. But yeah, you got to have a friend. And right now, our friend is a 27. So
hopefully on this restart, you get a good enough push and you can make it a show here for us at the end.
well, we're hoping so.
Don't do too big of a burnout if you get her done.
We'll try not to.
all right, thanks, Dave. We'll let you get back to it and let you get back to your guys before the start here. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, so I like to mention here we're in a regulated green-white checkered.
Well, this is what I was just going to say about Dave there. He's been doing some very nice moves and just cool as a cucumber right there. It sounds like he's been planning this race lap by lap before it even happened, so it's going to be interesting.
We're going to be coming to 2 laps to go when we come back to the start-finish line here. It is Ray Rittenauer, Dave Matson, Matt Quick, Manning Gregory, and Tristan Ott.
What do you guys think can get her done here in this green-white checker? Do you think it's going to be in the first 2 lanes, or do you think somebody from the back here is going to sneak in and get it done?
Oh, we ain't done wrecking. We're gonna have a actual overtime attempt here.
My guess is the 32 is going to take it home. But here we go, green flag. A pretty good restart for all lanes. 29 a little bit slow on the outside and the back, but looks like the bottom taking over.
Looks like Ray Rittenauer's got her done here, taking the lead, getting the advantage early.
Well, here's the issue. The 27 machine was not on the rear end of the 09 on that restart, so it really kind of screwed over Matson there.
We're going to have a big run on the outside. Watch for that.
Oh, look at Justin White taking it 3 wide.
And there's the wreck.
There's the wreck.
Alrighty, we have a replay to look at, gentlemen.
Yeah, it looks like little Mosier came up there. Tried to go work with the 2, but ended up wrecking him.
Let's take a look here. Yeah, Justin got the run on the outside. Yeah, that's netcode. That is netcode every day of the week.
Yep, just, nothing malice there. I think 2 guys just trying to set themselves up for the final push.
I mean, I understand we're racing online, but
Well, it definitely didn't end with that. I mean, we're going to go into overtime, attempt 1 of 3.
Ooh,
You
yes.
got to think the couple of guys that stayed out, do they have enough gas now?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question.
We get first
And
place.
now, the 89 and 87 are going to split up. They were 1-2.
Well, let's talk about some of these guys and the number of laps they've been on track. The 87, 89, and 15 have all been on the track for 17 laps. Granted, they've had probably, now they're approaching 4 laps of caution to save. They are approaching that, I would say, danger zone on fuel here, saying 20 laps is kind of the max to go.
Yeah, so I think they should be good here.
Then there's 2 others
I
we
mean-
should be worried about. The 48 and the 66, they are also been on the track for a decent amount of laps. They've been on track for 16 laps. I feel like they're more in a safe category than the 3 we
The
mentioned prior.
48. No. But if you look at the front end of that 48, that contact with the 94, he's a little dinged up. That might affect him here.
Nah, it's fine.
While we're under this caution, let's bring up somebody else. We're going to check in with one of the Fort Worth Esports racing entries at number 66, John Garrett. John, how's you and your team doing? I see you're right in P6 right now. A couple laps to go, second green, white checkered. You guys have a plan, or?
No, our plan pretty much got ruined when I couldn't get pushed on that restart.
Yeah, it looks
I'm
like
pretty hot about that, but is what it is.
No, I feel you, man. It just looked like they weren't grouped together there, and it just checked.
Oh yeah,
everybody
they were all going to the second lane, leaving us out.
So I hope you can get back here on this final chance here. I think you can get them. Just don't play the games, go for the hole, and I know you can get it done, man.
Yeah, we'll give it a try. I got Brandon and Dustin on the team tonight. He had some trouble in the pit earlier, but I think he's recovered, so we'll see what happens. Sorry for my piss poor attitude.
Oh no, man!
Try to
It's
do better
racing.
next time.
Oh no, it's racing. It's pure emotion. We love it
I
up
just
here.
try so hard to win one of these ITRL races, and something stupid happens every time.
Oh, me and Josh.
Well, hey, at
all
least
know.
you're starting on the outside now.
Yeah, you're kind of in that preferred lane. I mean,
Oh
Yeah, I just have
Me and
no
Brandon like
friends
to
with
wreck each other all the time.
Oh,
so-
exactly. So, that Rose City Racing truck's looking beautiful. It's been up front for most of the race, a lot of TV time. Turn that frown upside down and go get it, man.
Yeah, I don't know if you know the story on that paint job, but it's from my IRL race truck I raced in 2001, 2002. So it's the actual paint scheme from that.
Oh, wow. We got some actual history with it.
Yeah,
The-
I actually won a championship with that. It was
Oh,
called
man.
the American Race Truck Series.
oh, so that's what the American on the banner means.
That's what it is.
There you go.
See, we're getting
See,
the full
just
story.
listening to y'all, I'm in a better mood.
There you go.
No,
Well, we
man, gotta
appreciate
get
you
in the
coming
right
up, John,
mindset
yeah.
with it.
I don't
Yeah.
think I had any choice in it, but
Well,
I
we're-
do appreciate y'all pulling me up, though. My stream appreciates it. I got big 13 viewers.
Hey, there you go. I mean, every small streamer starts somewhere, and I'm sure the same for Dr. Disrespect, and Tim Fatman, all those guys, and other streamers here on iRacing, probably the same when they started. So, good luck to all those guys. Thank them for watching as well, and go get you a win. Okay.
10-4. Appreciate it, guys.
How dare we promote other streamers
I mean,
outside of the
you have-
league? Outside of the league, I'm sorry. Dr. Disrespect, he didn't pay for advertisement.
I know, but hey, maybe you could tag him in it now, and then maybe more people will watch it.
You
That's
gotta
fair.
respect everybody that loves the community. We're all in it together. We're all just trying to win, and do it for Dale, man.
All right, let's reset everything real quick. We are approaching green-white checkered attempt 1. This is the actual first attempt at overtime. Your top 5 goes as Ray Rittenauer, Matt Quick, Dave Matson, Brandon Pamitat, and Manning Gregory. Pace lights are off. Gonna make that hard left-hand turn. And Guto says we're back green.
And here we go, side by side. Quick gets a little loose. Ray Rittenauer on the bottom line is going to get the lead. He's going to slide down.
Oh boy, if that was real life NASCAR, NASCAR would not like that move. I mean, he kind of forced the
Oh,
09
yeah,
below
yeah.
the yellow line.
Here we go. Here we go, though.
Yep.
These 09 up top trying to get the run with the 48.
Well, it looks like they're
66.
going to be together here.
Well, now here's
Interesting
the.
to see if they block 3 wide behind.
Oh
Oh, there we go. Big one.
It's the big one.
What's the big one? There it is.
Everybody's involved. 2 trucks got clear. Only 2.
no! Oh boy, we have a lot to unfold here.
Oh man, that was, like you said, that was pretty much everything. Wow. There's not many cars that got through, and
Nope,
if
the
they did, they
87
got
and
some
09.
damage. 87 and 09. Yep, that's it. Everybody else has some sort of damage.
Well, we all know the cautions breed cautions here at the end. We were talking about it. But, woo, that was a big one.
Well, watching it here, the 27 came up, got into the rear end of the 48, which took the 489 across the field, and that's where the whole rest of the field, was taken out.
Yep, just looking at it, it was just one of those deals where one guy got clipped and the whole field got spun. Now, if John Garrett wasn't hot before that, he almost got through and he went spinning through the infield, so I can imagine he's not too happy right now.
Actually, looking at it, the 66 really didn't get much damage. I mean, he did get turned around, but then after that, nobody hit him.
A lot of trucks really had no option of where to go.
Oh no, it's one of those deals that basically they wrecked right behind the leaders and everyone got collected. It sort of reminded me like a Kevin Harvick, Mark Martin, where them two got away and the field wrecked behind them coming to the line.
Couple of trucks took some pretty tough hits here. But hey, this is the outcome of this racing. I mean, trying to go, and it's overtime. You have one attempt. You have 3 attempts, but I mean, you're trying to, get to the line as later.
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty crazy sequence of events there, and one of the ones that was in the back that unfortunately got caught up with it is the number 2 car here, Justin White. We bring him into the booth. Justin, how did that look from your angle?
It looked like a cloud of giant smoke, and it felt like Days of Thunder right there.
Well, that's what it actually looked like. Did you think there's, any way you could have actually... How actually rephrase this? You think your truck's fine, or is this your quick fix?
I've already used my quick fix on that not this last caution, but the caution before when I got shoved into the wall. I think it was by netcode is what I was told. So.
Oh yeah, yes, I remember that was netcode actually. Yes, it was.
Yep. So I know I got some left front damage. I can see the hood up, but I mean, I still have 1,300 RPMs. So I'm definitely not pull it back down pit road, especially up here at P6. I'm just going to hopefully it's not a big enough wind sail, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, from our angle, it doesn't look too bad at all. I mean, you're definitely be able to stay in the draft. Obviously that was only attempt number 1, so we have 2 more. I mean, I hope it doesn't end in the same way, but you think there's any way of getting up there and winning this thing?
I think there still is. It's Superspeedway. I mean, you can win at any given spot, as long as you're on the lead lap here. And with some of these, especially if they're wrecking at the end and they take everybody out. I've seen P10, P12, P15 win before because guys were wrecking and taking out the front of the field, trying to go for the win. So hopefully we can avoid all that and pull it off.
Well, like what I've been saying all night, I think the aggression's up to 11. There's no more friends out here, so just try to survive, and let's hope you can punch through the hole and get the win, man.
Yes, sir. I hope so. And I don't think I had friends to start with, right? That's how your race usually work.
Well, friends are the ones you find on the track until it's, until the cash is being laid out on the table.
That is very true. So hopefully we can go collect us a bounty here.
All right, thanks again, Justin. Again, that was Justin White joining us up in the booth running number 2 Grind Chevrolet. Going to start P6 on this restart here. Guys, I mean, most of the guys that were up there at the beginning of this race, look at Kevin Hash. He was 2 laps down 30 laps ago. Now
He
where
did
is
it.
he? P4.
Like I said, you know, if he got 3 down, I didn't know if he could do it, but hey, he worked
Yeah.
his magic.
I mean, besides the one truck that is off and done for the race at the 45, Matthew Kemp, everybody else is back on the lead lap, and we just saw that took out pretty much everybody. So anybody has a chance to win here.
Yeah, anyone can win.
Definitely.
I've seen people actually come from 14th to first in one lap after being told it wouldn't work.
Oh, wasn't that you at iRacing Superspeedway?
Thank you very much. Pace
Yeah,
car makes a
buddy.
hard left-hand turn down pit road. It's going to be Ray Rittenauer and Dave Matson leading him back to the restart here. And I feel like that's
Green, green, green.
a pretty good
Ooh,
restart
the
by
bottom side having a
Oh.
horrible restart. The 29, 89 getting together there. Now the
Oh.
3 wide. That was bad.
Looks like the 87 and 15 have gotten away here for the bottom line. The 09 starting their surge back, but it looks like everybody wants to dance in the high line.
I think the issue is we have too many damaged trucks who've used their quick fix and decided to stay out here that, we're going to separate the pack in two.
Well,
Looks
that's
like we got
normally
3
what
wide
happens.
here. 3 wide up at the front, 4 rows back. 48 going to the outside. He's got no help, but he's still staying up there.
He's
Oh.
just taking the run. He's going to make something happen here. Let's see if the 94s are going to come out of nowhere. He's trying to gain a pack here and get a run. He's going to get a big one.
All we
Will
need
we
to
make this race official? We have about another 500 feet, and it is going to make an official race. There we are to the final lap. Dave Matson in the lead.
DL Gas TV, 1 to go. Who's going to win it here? Matson or Ray Rittenauer? They're drag racing into 1 and 2.
I'm smelling a wreck. Ooh.
Oh, here we go. Here we
they're
go.
gonna be
Oh, the
smelling it
2, the
happen.
89, the 43.
Oh, three's flipping. Ray Rittenauer's leading. Let's see if he can keep it here. Tristan's second. It's a 2-horse race for the win.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be one hell of a replay to
Oh.
look up here. 15 goes
I don't know
high.
if that was
Here
too
comes
early or not.
Tristan up, 15 up high. Here we go.
Don't wait now. There's a pack coming behind him. Is a
Oh, boy,
1587.
who's gonna win it? Tristan Ott, side by side. Ray Rittenauer.
Here
Coming
it
to the
comes.
line. Ray Rittenauer.
Ray Rittenauer by .002.
What a finish.
That's back to back, right?
Wow.
Yes,
Back
sirree.
to back.
We have a lot to unpack there. Where do we begin?
Man. I'm speechless after that finish. We had a wreck. We had a side-by-side door-to-door finish. Maybe the closest in ITRL history.
All right, let's take a look at some of these replays here from this last lap.
Yeah, wow. That was just crazy last lap. Like we said, if they weren't going to make it, I mean, that was definitely the craziest it could have been. Sawyer Ott was able to manage a 4th place out of that after just wrecking like not even 10 laps ago.
Well, we're taking a look here at the last lap real quick. It looks like the 03 gives a... Oh, that's... They're saying it in chat, and I have to agree, that is some major netcode.
Yeah.
I think that's the 3rd time we've seen it today.
Well, definitely some netcode there, but the cautions breed caution, just like we said. And the biggest thing is there's people that ran in, most of the race in different locations, and coming to the finish there, it looks like guys that were in the back ended up in the top 3, and that's where we're going to bring 3rd place finisher Adam Schramm up into the booth. Adam, you started there back, I think 8th on back, and you're able to get through that melee and finish P3.
Yeah, it was definitely a crazy last lap there. I figured I was going to be pushing my teammate to a top 3 there, but looked like Sawyer and him got into it there and just kind of squeaked right through that one.
Well, you know, you told us earlier in the race while we were talking to you that your strategy was to get through the big carnage at the end, and you definitely did that, sir. So congratulations on that. But how do you feel this race went?
Yeah, man, I'm definitely happy with my performance this race. I think I put myself where I wanted to be at the end there, and definitely happy with the top 3 finish there.
Yeah,
Well,
Adam, good job. I mean, that was his first top 3 in the ITRL, I think, Brandon. As far as I know.
yeah, as far as I
Going
know
back
as well,
stats.
actually. So congratulations, man. Welcome up to the booth.
Thank you very much, man.
All right, Ed, any special shout outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
Just a shout out to my fellow team members racing tonight, Dan and Justin. And just want to give a shout out to them. It was definitely a team effort tonight, and definitely just happy to represent the team here in the top 3.
Again, that's the number 9 of Adam Schramm, finishing in P3 tonight. And then it looks like Alex Little is caught up with Tressenot there, finishing P number 2 by .002.
Hey, Treston.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it. This is gonna haunt me for a while, but yeah, I don't know.
Can you
It was
just...
so cool. I thought I was clear. I thought he didn't have the side draft, but he did. But you know, it's Ray. He's real good at these tracks for a reason.
Well, there's a
You know, man,
lot to
you know,
unfold
feel ya.
here.
We feel you. It was probably the closest finish in ITRL history.
Yeah, and then I saw him getting the run back, and I thought I'd get him by a nose, and then right at the line, he just shot past. But avoided a lot of wrecks somehow. I don't know if y'all saw the caution before last when I barely missed somebody and slammed on brakes, but it was definitely a tense night. So second it's good night. It's good night.
You know, you had that CA Cattle Company truck up front looking pretty. Don't take this as a solid defeat. You know, you're gonna come back and you can get them next week, man. Keep your chin up.
Yep. It was showed our strategy when we all stick together and we can make it to the end and had a shot. Lucky, glad it was a teammate. If anybody else, it's a win for everybody. It's a good night. We'll go win next week.
Oh, sounds good, man. I think you should have yourself a good night and go celebrate this.
Thank y'all. Thanks for the broadcast, and y'all have a good night.
And that was number 15 of Tristan finishing P2 on the night, but the man, the myth, the legend, Ray Rittenauer, back-to-back by .002. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels awesome, man.
I was gonna.
Had me at the end there, but luckily I got to his quarter there to slow him down enough. I used banking and it shot me down there.
Man, not too excited after one of the most exciting finishes ever. I think you're just one of the coolest customers out here. But yeah, how do you manage to hold him off? It looked like he was gonna get by you there with the run, but you just came back with a magic side draft there.
I thought if I got to his quarter, I could slow his momentum down, and as soon as I got there, I cut to the left and used the banking to hopefully gain a little bit more speed, and that's what happened.
Yeah, Ray, that was just that finish is definitely what we're missing the last few weeks. The races last week you went on field mods. This time you went on amazing finish. Unfortunately, some of your teammates didn't make it the final lap, but throughout the whole race.
I didn't quite see what happened there at the end.
A whole lot of netcode was the answer.
Let's just say the big one 2.0 happened there behind you again, and it was a drag race between you and Treston from the backstretch on here.
Yeah, I'm watching it now. That was pretty cool.
Man, I think those lucky dogs gave you an extra horsepower coming to the tri-oval there.
Yeah, I definitely got to thank them.
Yeah, any other sponsors? Anybody like to shout out before we let you go, Ray?
No, just everything that ITRL does. You guys putting on a real good broadcast, and yeah, just awesome job.
All right, thanks, Ray. Good job again on your back-to-back finishes here. P number one's locking yourself again into the finale, and he's going to sit atop of the point standings as we go into race number 4 next week, where we're going to head over to the Talladega Superspeedway for the first time this year. Guys, what do we expect to look at there?
It's a wider track, so I feel like, we shouldn't see as much, hopefully, net code issues like we saw today. Start finish line's not in the trial, so we're gonna mention that now.
Well, I think it's been a deal of these guys have ran with each other for 3 weeks in a row. They sort of have a feel for each other, and it might be like this race, calm before the storm.
Yeah, definitely can expect some more 3-wide racing, I feel like, next week. And, we can definitely get another winner. Like we said tonight, people came from 2-3 laps down at points, but, they were able to get back and fight for the win there at the end.
Definitely. Though one thing I want to bring up from watching this race today, a lot of blowovers. It seems like a lot of trucks were up in the air today, flipping. A lot of carnage when we did have carnage today. A lot of excitement.
Now, real quick, before I forget, is next week's race before or after the new release date?
I think it's after, but I'm not sure.
December 7th. So we will still be racing on the old build next Tuesday night.
Oh, yes. But again, that is what it is, and I'm sure the ITRL drivers will do what they did, like they did tonight, put on a great show for everybody. And I'd like to thank again Alex Little with All Gas TV, Brandon Klusterhuis, myself, Joshua Ball, here with the Iron Thunder Racing Network. I'm sorry, the ITRL, and bringing you next week at Talladega Superspeedway for the Talladega 212 for 80 laps.
We have 80
That's
laps
it.
next week? Oh,
yeah,
right.
It's 80 laps again.
Oh, boy. Well, I'm going to go ahead and click this button that says End Broadcast.
All right, guys, everybody, thanks for coming out. And again, thanks to Alex Little, All Gas TV, putting on the performance, Brandon Klusterhuis, Tristan Knott is our in-race reporter, and everybody that came up to say hello. And